Hey guys, I'm Simone and welcome to Mama Says. Today we're going to talk about an extremely important topic. What to do when your baby falls sick. I know it's like so dreaded and no mom wants to really deal with it, but it happens. Kids get the flu all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid of medicine, nor do I have anything against vaccinations. I think vaccinations are extremely important, in fact. But when it's a little infant or, someone just entering their toddler phase, at least I don't want to douse them with medication. We don't really treat an infant's cough with medicine anyway. I'm sure your doctor will advise the same thing. And even as far as the cold goes, we try and do as much of natural stuff that we can versus kind of, pushing too much of medication into an infant. Now, before we start, I just want to get a few points across. If your child's symptoms are extreme, please definitely contact your pediatrician. Having said that, if it's a flu or if it's a cough and maybe a mild fever or whatever of the sorts, we're here to help you with the natural remedies that I follow for both my kids at home. So let me take you through the home remedies that I use for both Zephyr and Serena, which are all natural and easily accessible at home. So, if my baby had a cough and a cold, or even just a cold or just a cough, these are the remedies that I personally do for both of them at home. Number one, your steam inhalation for kids is extremely important. So we use this vaporizer. You can get any vaporizer from your local chemist, doesn't matter. Now what we do is we add 2 or 3 drops of eucalyptus oil into the water and we kind of get the vapor to spread into the whole room. So it's not necessary. In fact, a young child should never be like this close to a vaporizer. The way an adult vaporizes is not the way a child vaporizes. The vaporizer would be here, the baby would be there or anywhere around the room, doesn't matter, especially if there's eucalyptus oil involved. If it's just water, I would take my baby a little bit close and then move them afar, take them a little bit close and move them afar. But otherwise, when they sleep for their naps, when they go to sleep in the night, the vaporizer with the eucalyptus oil is on for at least an hour after they've gone to sleep and then we switch it off. So the next thing that is an absolute must for all colds and coughs is, we use NasoClear. You get several varieties of it wherever you live. Basically, all that this is saline water. So it's not medicated, it's just saline water. I would put this in my baby's nose up to 5 times a day. And 10 minutes after I use a saline spray or water into my baby's nose, I then use my most trusted best friend, the Nose Frida. So this is a kind of So this goes into the baby's nostril, not into the baby's nostril, just at the tip of the nostril, because you don't want to harm a little baby. So it just goes like right at the edge there. And then someone holds this and you suck. And all that goo from their nose comes right into this and gets trapped in here. This is an absolute must in my opinion. We wouldn't even survive without our Nose Frida. So that is number 2. So our third step would be a very old ancient Indian tradition, which is ajwain. Ajwain, or caraway seeds as it's known in English, it's a miracle seed. Literally it is. So what we do is, I'm going to explain a couple of things to you. One, we have the Om Ved Ajwain bib. You get it on Amazon. So what this bib does is you literally remove the inner of the bib, which is full of ajwain seeds. You dump it into the microwave, heat it up. Once it's out, you put it back into the bib cover and you literally just take this bib and tie it around the baby's neck. What that does is it gives the baby a heat compress on the chest. And the fragrance that comes off the ajwain, it really is very soothing for a cough and cold, not just for babies, for adults too. So this is the Om Ved Ajwain bib. We're going to link this down below. Other than that, we also tend to make our own little ajwain potlis, as we call them. So for this, you literally take ajwain seeds, roast them on your gas, and pack them up in any little washcloth or anything of the sort, and you can just create that own warm compress for your child on both the chest and the back. It eases their breathing because they're all stuffy and congested when they've got their coughs and colds. This eases the congestion out because a child doesn't know how to blow their nose, a child doesn't know how to cough and spit. So this is very soothing for them, and it really does the job. So India is full of so much amazing ancient wisdom. One more thing that grandmother's tales have taught us is mustard oil, or rai ka tel, is again another genius product in itself. Guys, I'm all for nature, I'm all for natural, and I'm all for organic, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows this by now. So this mustard oil, what we would do is we would take a couple of garlic cloves. We would heat the oil and roast the garlic cloves in the oil. Once the oil is nice and heaty, take it off, let it cool down just a little bit because we still need it warm, and massage your baby, the chest, the soles of the feet, the back with this oil. Again, it eases congestion, it really helps them breathe better, and it honestly is like a miracle drug. It solves the issue really, really, really smoothly and really fast. It's something that if you haven't tried and your baby's had a cough and cold, you must try. It really works. Just massage that oil onto their feet, make them wear socks, It's a lot better than all those vapor rubs out there. It works. So just moving a couple of steps back, when I spoke about the ajwain to you, I also want to state that if your child is now eating solids, or if your child's a toddler, what we do if Zephyr has a cough, which he by the way has right now, is we add the ajwain to water and boil it, thus creating an ajwain tea. We mix that water with a little bit of regular water so that it's not too strong for Zephyr, and that's the water he's drinking for the couple of days that he is unwell. Because even drinking the ajwain water is really, really good. We can't really give it to an infant per se, but we can to a toddler. So definitely keep that in mind. And now our last step, the one and only turmeric. We all know the multiple benefits of turmeric. It's not just to heal a cough and a cold. It's an anti-inflammatory. Its benefits are endless. We can do a whole episode and a half on just the benefits of turmeric. So, I am not sure if you can give haldi to an infant. That is something you're going to have to check with your pediatrician and be careful of. I know that we give haldi to our infants after checking with our doctor. So if my baby's unwell and has a really bad cough and cold and I want to kind of get turmeric into them, I would mix a little bit of turmeric into the bottle, into the milk bottle that Serena's drinking. This is also post age 6 months. I would not do it prior to 6 months because she hasn't started solids. I would definitely do it post 6 months. But again, guys, please check with your doctors. My doctor gave me the green signal. So we mix a little bit of organic turmeric into her milk. She drinks it. Again, I don't need to really state the benefits of turmeric. It's a phenomenal product. So what we also do with Zephyr, now that Zephyr doesn't drink milk and he's a toddler, and as you guys know, my issues with milk. Anyway, forget about that. So since Zephyr doesn't drink milk and I can't really mix haldi into his water because he's just going to spit it out, what we do is we trick him. We take a little bit of gur or jaggery, we kind of roll it into like balls, and then we roll the gur into haldi. And we're like, oh, Zephyr, do you want chikki? And we kind of get him to eat the gur. It's sweet, so he doesn't realize the amount of turmeric he's taking in, but he kind of just pops them like little goodies, and it really works. All these products have really helped us over the past 2 years. Every time Zephyr's fallen ill, and I hope no baby ever has to fall sick, but guys, it's true. They get the flu, they get a fever, it's really heartbreaking. But these home remedies can help you and your baby be at ease. I guarantee you that. Please do follow all medical procedures if a doctor asks you to do anything over and above this. But even if you are giving allopathy, you can still continue to follow all of this and it will assist and aid the baby getting better a lot faster. So I know that there's moms from across the country watching this video right now, and I know that all of you have your own tips and tricks because our country is full of so much ancient wisdom. Different parts of our country have different tips and tricks, and I would love for you to share yours with us. Please comment below and share all your amazing guidance with us. We'd love to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and hey, click that bell icon. See you next time, guys.